What's up, YouTube? Jack Stern coming at you with the Rec Center, your place for the latest and greatest hip-hop from today and yesterday. Today I'm going to be doing a quick review of the new collaboration from Nav and Metro Boomin, Perfect Timing. Metro Boomin is continuing to throw his production onto whatever's going to stick in the public eye these days. But I think his production style, while pretty tried and true in trap music right now, I think it's really starting to wear itself thin when it shows up so often among all these popular rappers right now. And then when you throw Nav right next to that problem, it really doesn't solve itself. Ever since Nav's debut album this year, I've really been questioning his existence. Say what you want about all the dumb mumble rappers in the game right now, but they at least have like a defined sense of personality. There's just no flavor to the trap music that Nav produces and raps on. It's like the repetitive form of something that's already generic by nature. The closest analog to Perfect Timing is Metro Boomin's collab EP with 21 Savage. Here the production takes on a similarly dreary and depressed tone with all of its lo-fi, crunchy drums and spooky synths. Like I said in my review of 21 Savage's Is-A album though, Savage Mode actually manages to combat some of the shortcomings of that style of production by A, being a short EP that doesn't overstay its welcome, and B, actually managing to match the overall aesthetic of 21's vocals, which are really monotone and devoid of emotion. In his own way, Nav is also kind of devoid of emotion and desensitized to things just like 21, except in Nav's case this comes from really unimaginative lyrics and really lame use of autotune. The song Both Sides is really like a great examination of this point I'm trying to make, because you can really get an A-B comparison of Nav and then 21 who's actually featured on the song, and you can sort of see it actually does kind of complement this style of production more. But production problems aside, you also have to take into the fact that Nav, he really just sounds the same on all of these songs. They're all pretty much point blank about how nobody's as rich as Nav, no one parties like Nav, nobody's as real as Nav. You know, it's like, man, I get the point. Like, you gotta, like, come up with, like, a more creative way to say these things, you know? I mean, here's his first verse from the song Hit. I mean, as you can see, pretty generic stuff about how rich he is and how, you know, his shooters don't miss and stuff. Now we've got the song Minute. As you can see here, more stuff about how many girls he's got, all the drugs he does. And, I mean, here's another song, I Don't Care. You say you can't pay your bills. No, I don't care. I'm gonna go and spend your rent on underwear. Wow, sick burn there. I'm in Saks Fifth, used to shop at Sears. I've been popping pills and popping seals. Wow. And I mean, that's only talking about Nav on like a lyrical basis. If you also want to get into his delivery and his flows, not a whole lot going on there either. Metro Boomin, of course, is also going to get a lot of flack from me for really phoning it in, too, with a lot of these instrumentals. I mean, there's even less variety here than Savage Mode had. And like I said, Savage Mode is pretty short, so you don't get bored as easily. I mean, the basic formula here is to throw some kind of spooky synth in with the same sets of drums, and then maybe like a xylophone or a piano or some other typical trap instrumental. After that, you tweak all these elements slightly, you know, maybe at one point the synth is kind of higher, maybe it's lower, maybe it's more brooding, you know, that kind of thing. And then you do this for 15 tracks, and you hope it's not boring for 55 minutes. The generic assembly line feel of this album really kind of hurts it even having a purpose as an album and not just a random collection of tracks. I mean, there's just nothing positive I can say about this project's existence. I mean, for that, I'm going to have to give it a half star out of 5 stars. Fans of trap music and just hip-hop in general should just really look for something else to listen to this year. And with that done, let's go to an outro.